What's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another edited 4K action figure review for real this time. I figured it out. Yes, I'm reviewing the NECA Toys Turtles in Time arcade video game Wave 2 set of Raphael, Michaelangelo, Shredder, and Leatherhead. If you're trying to get your TMNT figures or your NECA Toys, you can do so at Megalopolis, City of Collectibles, where they have an awesome rewards points program right over there and an awesome selection of action figures. You gotta check them out. Link in the description below. And then gotta give a big thanks to NECA Toys for making this review possible and sending out these samples my way to review for you guys. If you want to see the latest from NECA, check them out. Link below. And while you're down there, hit that like button, won't you? Anyway, and the subscribe button and the notification bell. Hit all the things. Anyway, you can see on the side of the packaging right over here, you can see this image from the side of the arcade. And then you get Raph, Mikey, and then there's Shredder and Leatherhead, which I'm especially excited for. And then you can see that image again on this side. And then on the top, it says Turtles in Time. And then on the bottom, you can see all the people responsible for creating these figures. Let's see if I can get close enough to where you could pause it. And it's focused, so you could pause it right now. All right, let's get to it and crack these things open. Well, you know, I've obviously opened them already, but here we go, man. We have quite a number of accessories for Shredder and a good amount for Leatherhead and the Turtles, you know, but really Shredder has a ton of things going on right over here. We have this cool kind of like hologram kind of effect, pixelated hologram effect hand thing. This is really neat looking. I like the clamp system. It has this nice pearlescent sheen to it that I really dig. Maybe I get some more light on it over here and you guys could see it just a little bit better, but yeah, I think that looks dope. You also get this swooshing effect for his left his left fist. I was right the first time. This is very neat. I like that. Kind of looks like a fireball. Would have been nice if this was maybe with a little bit more translucent effect, but I do like what I'm seeing over here all at the same time. So, very cool looking. I like that. And then you get the lightsaber or the sword for Shredder from the game. And this is pretty neat looking too. I like the two tones right over here. Nice, vibrant green color. So that's cool, as long as I don't drop it. And then we also get interchangeable hands for Shredder, which I didn't show off. So you could see you have, you know, weapon grabbing hands. Then you get the fingers forward. These are the same interchangeable hands that we'd gotten with the cartoon version. He has his fisted hands on right over there. And then for Leatherhead, he comes with the dagger, this very pixelated dagger right over here, which is great. And then he has weapon holding hands. So this has a finger sticking out of it, so he can go like that and point at the turtles all at the same time, like there. You know, that looks pretty good to me. It's actually looks like it's like a balancing finger more than anything. I guess you could get this to hold right over here. I'm kind of scared of some paint chipping, but still, doesn't look too bad. And then he has the open hands, so that's cool. And yeah, man, it feels pretty solid. The paint is chipping, but the color of the hinge is very similar to the paint, so it's a little annoying to have the flakes, but not a big deal. And then you get weapon holding hands for the turtles, and then for Michaelangelo, you get the thumbs up hands, and then for Raph, you get the pointing forward, side grabbing kind of style hands. So that's really neat, man. So looking at the figures themselves, I mean, Raphael and Mikey are the exact same versions that we'd seen before. Mikey actually comes with the added accessory, you know, the nunchuck removal thing, so you can see that we get the spinning nunchuck over here. And since I have the SDCC version, now I actually have two of these, so I'm really happy about that. I did leave the other one in the dork room though, but this guy will be replacing the other one on display, and I'll probably have him with two sets of swinging nunchucks. And then here's Raphael in all his glory. And again, I've reviewed these guys, you know, many years ago, or not that many years ago, but yeah, I reviewed them before, and yeah, it's the same deal. So yeah, not a whole lot of new with the turtles themselves. And then we're getting the hoverboards, which I love. So I'm going to put all the turtles side by side at the end of the video. Same deal as with Leo and Donnie. You just want to take the clear stand, pour it into the bottom. So nothing new there, but you know, it does look very crisp and clean. I do like it. The colors are just a little bit off. I was getting into an argument with my 2-year-old over this supposed to being orange. She was calling it yellow, and I was calling this red, and she was calling this orange. I'm like, you're not wrong, kid. You're not wrong. But, you know, it's the video game and the characters, they have their, you know, it just kind of changes a little bit. But anyway, looking at Shredder over here, I do really like this color palette. This is so dope. I don't know what it is. It just takes me back to the 90s, I guess. That's probably what it is. But yeah, this is very cool looking. I do dig this color palette a lot. That is just great, man. I feel like not getting enough light on this side. There we go. Yeah, look at that flesh tone. I like the angry eyebrows. This pink cape just really works for me. Now, you can see that they kind of sewed a little bit over here, but, you know, if you wanted to drape over shoulders, you know, I don't know if you wanted to do that, you can, but really good soft goods. It's redundant. But anyway, you can see the pixel patterns throughout on this guy. It looks like he has a smiley face over his crotch. Oh my god, that is hilarious. I want that so bad now. That is too funny. I didn't notice that till now, but yeah. Yeah, that's the Super Shredder right there. All happy. Anyway, you get some nice looking pixels on the side right over here. That looks really good. And then on the back of the figure, yeah, he's got a smiling back, and then an X marks the butt, and then you can see the back right over here has some nice pixels throughout and everything. I do like it, and I like the articulation on this figure a lot too. It's the same as what we'd seen before. You know, it's not a new figure. I recommend you heat up your NECA figures before you start posing them around. And yeah, it's just really good articulation. Aside from, you know, I guess there's a little bit of ab crunch. It's mostly waist crunching, though. You can see his abs right underneath in there, though. So there you go. All right. Good-looking Shredder's figure, though. I really, really like this. Easy for me to say. It just doesn't have ankles that move up, I guess. Like, the ankles just don't want to move up. Ooh, and I just took a little bit of paint off right over there. Ooh, all right, anyway, and then moving on to... Was that an Alpha 5 impersonation? Did I just do that by accident, you guys? Anyway, here is Leatherhead. And if I sound especially giddy, it's because, yeah, there's, like, a lot of cool stuff for me to review, and these are really, really neat, and it makes me happy, so sorry. Yeah, all right. Anyway, this looks dope. I really like it a lot. I love the sculpt right over here. I love the pixelated squares for pupils. That's great. You do get the articulated jaw, so that's very cool. You can see the tongue on the inside of the mouth. Again, I really like the color palette right over here. Bright, vibrant orange and yellows and brown working in with that. That is so cool. I really like these colors a lot because I was born in 81. Ooh, you can see the paint missing right over there. And I remember how, like, the stylings of things, like just like fashion and stuff, it was like a lot of tan. Remember, like, the really early 80s and stuff? It was like a lot of ugly tan. This stuff didn't come about until, like, late 80s, early 90s. But anyway, you can see that he has a rubbery material over the harder plastic upper torso, which I love. This is actually something I've been wanting to do with my own action figure line, and it's a ball joint on the inside for a diaphragm joint. So yeah, you can have the vest on there, and you get movement forward, and you get movement back. So that's really good. And you get the waist swivel right there. The shoulders move outward, they move down, rotate a full 360, bicep swivel. Great double jointed elbows, and then the wrists turn side to side and hinge up and down. They all hinge up and down, by the way. And then we already went over that torso articulation. The legs will move outward that far. I recommend you seriously heat up these upper thighs for a good long while before you start trying to break this, you know, loose, because I really thought I was on the verge of breaking the figure for a minute. But yeah, it took like 3 times heating this up for me. So anyway, you can see the color changed right over here with the pixels. You do have to attach the tail on your own. You get articulation on the tail. It moves up and down, side to side. It's on a ball joint. So boot rotation, ankles move down, up, and he has no toe articulation, but he does have ankle pivot right there. So that's good, man. It's a really good looking figure. Really like it quite a bit, man. This guy looks dope. I have the cartoon version too, so stay tuned for that review. So anyway, let's get some measurements. But I added the double swinging nunchucks right over there to the Michaelangelo. I had to do it. Anyway, to measure out Leatherhead, you could see that he is standing right at about the 7-inch mark. Shredder is standing just a little bit shorter, a little over 6.5 inches. And then if you guys want these on the shelf with their hoverboards and everything, you're looking at about 8 inches tall. And then just to bring in the Wave 2 figures... Wave 1 figures, you can see that we have Slash, the foot soldier on the hoverboard, and then all 4 turtles right over there side by side. Looking pretty sweet, right? So yeah, I'm probably going to have to adjust that to make it look a whole lot better for the shelf. But yeah, I do like how these arcade figures look. And then for a quick Shredder comparison, you can see the cartoon version right here next to the arcade version, which, yeah, it's like almost the same exact... And then here's Shredder and Leatherhead next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Badass Spider-Man. So you can see how much taller they are than this figure right here. I actually really like these figures quite a bit, man. I do think they are pretty awesome, and maybe not for everybody, but dude, I grew up playing this game. I spent countless hours playing this game at my local arcades with my brother and with my friends back in the day, so yeah, I think these are a lot of fun. I really like having them. I think they're pretty badass, man, so yeah. At the price point of around 25 bucks per figure, which the price point of around 20 to 25 bucks per figure, I'm going to give each of these figures a stud rating of, I love it! It hits a nostalgia spot for me, and I've been looking forward to setting these up on my TMNT display. So yeah, playing the game, I had a ton of fun playing it back in the day at the arcades, and I also really love playing it at home on the SNES too. So yeah, it was a great time, man, and I want to know if you guys had a great time watching this video. If you did, please hit the like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!